What's up, everybody? It's Jason, Zombie Collector. Thought I do a little live streaming, little stream for a bit. I don't know if this is going to be 5 minutes or 5 hours. Probably not 5 hours, but it's kind of going to see how things shake out. I don't really have like a really big topic or point of conversation necessarily at this moment. So we'll kind of see. We're just kind of freestyling, kind of see how things go. Hey, what up, guys? What up, Ron? What up, Wheeler? Glad you all popped in. Man. Now, if you all see some of my live stream, I think on Sunday, I usually leave most of my live streams up. Sometimes I might pull them down if I think it might be something that, Luca might be like, oh my gosh, Dad, did you really say that or do that? So sometimes I think about him, but usually I leave them up. And this one in particular I left up. And it was a little bit, I spoke a little bit about it on Sunday about how, we're in a crazy time. We all know this. I'm not telling anything that no one doesn't already know. But I have been able to find some joy in quite a few people's channels recently on people who just doing their thing. We have so many people who think they know what's going on. We have so many people who are in this community who are pretenders, who thinks they're the Warren Buffetts of YouTube. We have all these people trying to tell other people how to collect or what to collect and who they should be collecting and when they should sell, when they should buy, when they should hold. They think there's some kind of oracle or whatever. They think there's some kind of special somebody. Every squirrel gets a nut sometime, right? These people who pass themselves off as some sort of soothsayers is getting old. And on top of that, it's getting old when I see people's videos who just try to talk about how much money they be having in their cards, how much money their cards are worth now. Guess what? Are you gonna buy? Are you gonna sell those cards? Are you gonna sell them? No, I don't care. Who cares? Who cares? You have a lot of money you wrapped up in your cards. You have cards that you bought for $100 that are worth $1,000. You have a card that's worth $600 is worth $6,000 now. No one cares. I don't give a crap. And anybody who acts like they actually care, they're just trying to keep up with the Joneses. They're trying to make a big deal about something, but no one cares because I think most people, at least I don't speak for myself, see through the facade of look at me. I'm so smart. I know what I'm doing. You just got lucky. That same car a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, wasn't anywhere near that. And nothing you did special, people. You've done nothing special. You just got lucky to collect what you collect, and somehow it took off. Everybody acts like there's some sort of genie now. They think they're the genie from the Pee-wee's Playhouse. Well, guess what? There's only one genie, and you're not it. It just, I'm so glad there's a handful of guys out there who just keep doing what they're doing. It's awesome. Those guys are not trying to get YouTube famous. They're not trying to get YouTube rich. They're just doing their things, and I appreciate that. If you've noticed, there's quite a few people either doing a lot of videos now because they get so excited about trying to tell people how to collect or what to collect. And there's a few people who now don't even do videos hardly anymore because the hobby's no longer fun, It's no longer fun. No one, all the fun's been sucked out of it. You know, it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm so glad that I'm able to have a core group of buddies that just keep doing what they do. You know, that's what it is. It's a sickness that people have. They have a sickness and they feel like they have to continue to get cards graded in the hopes of chasing the almighty dollar. It is a sickness, and there needs to be a vaccine for that. Because I would love to see some people in this community get vaccinated for that. These people are a bunch of jokers, man. I you know, I don't got time for jokers. I feel like, Jason 2.0, I've been working real hard to keep the lid on. I feel like the lid might be popping off soon. You know, I've been doing a pretty good job of it. I made a good run. I've done a good run, dude. It definitely is, Daniel. It's definitely called greed, but you're 100% correct. It is definitely greed. Everybody sees the money and they think they're going to be the next 100-aire. I want to be the next 1,000-aire. Look at me go. You know, my family needs stuff for vacations. We can take my family on vacation. My kids need new stuff, but man, I gotta get this Juan Soto Chrome rookie card graded. I gotta get it graded. I might get a 10. It's gonna be worth it. Sorry, kids are eating ramen noodles this week. You know, it's just so ridiculous, dude. I mean, it is so ridiculous, man. I am so sick and tired of it. I mean, really, like it's like I am afraid I'll be put in a situation around people, like in a national situation. I hear people just talking about how greedy they are. I don't know if I can control myself. There might be a Thunderdome scenario play out, man. Like, because I'm going to say some stuff people don't want to hear, you know? And I don't care. Because I definitely do not care. But, you know, yeah, see? Yeah, Yanks fan, he likes Jason 1.0 better. Well, it's about ready to happen, dude. It's about ready to happen because the gloves, like in a French glove, you take it and you smack him in the mouth. That's about ready to happen. I'm about ready to take the gloves off. I'm going to start doing videos again where I just literally just go in on people sideways, like just completely turn heel again and just like go at people. I'm going to name them out. I don't care because quite frankly, and I'm sure this will be laughable to most people, but my channel's gotten too big. I'm like hovering around like 550. Maybe after this video, it'll go down. Actually, that'll be awesome. But I've been hovering around 550ish videos of subscribers. I need to try to get that number back down to like 300. Like 300 is a good number to be at. You know, I feel like 300. So if I can get a lot of people who are scumbag, greedy scumbag, wannabe Oracle, ridiculous Gandalf wannabe people to like unsubscribe to me, that'd be awesome. Because I don't need you around, you know. And then you can have like your little underlings listen in and then come back and report back to you whenever I say something that makes your butt hurt. So, but I mean, I feel like, yeah, I feel like I've done a good job. It's been a good run. But I feel like there's some Jason Handy videos coming up about Major League Baseball, maybe about just other topics like politics. Everybody loves those topics, you know, about certain people in this community and certain, like, you know, hot new trends in this community that people love to keep talking about. And I just do my thing, and then people just, you know, they just thumbs down my videos and unsubscribe and cry in the comments, and I'll laugh, you know, quite. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of, yeah, you're right, Daniel. I've been notorious for doing that. You know, I've been doing it years now. Most people that started around the same time I did, who do basically the same stuff I do, are 1,000 subscribers. They're in that 700 to 1,000, you know, or they're not trying to do things where like, what about if you want to sit down price or 20 times the price? I don't even know what, like a 1968 Hank Aaron that you got to pay like $800 for or something now. I mean, it's like, what about if you just don't want to do that every single card or whatever? It's going to be the next big card, guys. And it's like just the most randomness. I just put like dollar sales. I mean, like everything. I mean, like complete jabronis are like $2-3 right now. Like base rookie cards, base all-star cards are like going for like actual money right now. I mean, I think even Mike, baseball collector, has shown a Cal Ripken Jr., I think, on his last video, and he himself said it was like 50-cent card, but he got it in a slab and it was like $14 or something. I mean, it's like, that's where we're at right now. It's a 50-cent card raw is now somewhere $14-15 for like an 8. I think he had it in an 8. So it was a 1985 Ripken, if I remember correctly. I mean, like, that is complete lunacy. I wouldn't even pay that money if it was a 10. It's an 85 Ripken. It's like, what, 4 years after his rookie card or 5 years or whatever it was? Like, why is that card worth anywhere near heading towards the $20? It is dumb. I really hope PSA and SGC and every other company keeps raising their prices. Oh my gosh, that'd be so poetic. Everybody's crying and moaning and whining about the prices, and then in the same breath, they're like, "Well, I'm gonna go ahead and send another 25 order this month. Send another 50 order. I got 60 cards going out tomorrow." I'm like, what do you do for a living? I want to know what you do. Is everybody in here a millionaire? I don't know. How can you continue to spend that kind of money nonstop, month in and month out? I mean, that tells me that the person has some sort of a sickness and they need a vaccine for that, because they're selling all their cards, I'm assuming, to have capital to go and buy more slabs or send out more cards to get slab, and then they use the money they're making off the cards to get more cards graded to repeat the cycle. I mean, like, at that point, it no longer becomes a collection in your hobby. It becomes this like quasi business where all you're doing is robbing Paul to pay Peter. It doesn't make any sense. Like, seriously, it just doesn't. I saw a post today, and this is no knock at the person. I'm not even gonna say the person, but it's just the mentality we're at. So I'm not by no means throwing shade at this individual at all. I like him; he's a good guy. But it's just the mindset I saw in a Facebook group that the question was, what sort of paid services do you use? I guess paid or not paid services you use to track the pricing of your cards. I'm like, that's where we're at right now. Everybody wants to know at any given time the pricing of their cards or the cards they're looking at. It's all about trying to find the quickest dollar to spend or to find the best deal as possible, because everything's so crazy. It just gets so old. Doesn't it get old? Are you all? Or is anybody tired yet? Has anybody just been like, this is ridiculous? Like, what are we doing here? Why do we keep feeding this beast? It's an unsatiable desire that a lot of you all have. And I don't mean you necessarily in the chat room, guys. I'm just mean it's an insatiable desire that cannot be quenched that you all find yourself in. It's an addiction. Always trying to find the next big thing, trying to make the next big sale, trying to make the most money possible to hopefully you can flip that into something else and something else and something else, and it never ends. It is like the human centipede. It's like the people in this hobby right now have become the human centipede, eating each other's crap. I'm the same way, Victor. I'm the exact same way. I have no idea what my collection's worth. It could be worth $5 or $500, $50,000. Dare I say $500,000? I have no idea, because you know what? I do not care, because I'm not doing this hobby to become wealthy or rich or nothing. Because if you're actually, now, I will say this is the caveat. Now, if you're selling your cards to save money for you and your family, that is 100% cool. This is no better time to do that, because then you're being smart. You're making money for you and your family to have a good future and later. But if this is just for you to go and spend more money on cars to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, then shame on you if you have a family. I mean, seriously. I mean, it is like ridiculous. Now, if you took your Derek Jeter SP rookie card and you parlay that into $20,000 and you're putting that away for your kids or for a future for you and your wife or whatever, hey, that's awesome. I would do the exact same thing if I was in the business of selling cards. Then I don't blame you. But that's not what I'm hearing from people. I don't hear that. And people go, well, you might not be hearing it, but that's what they were doing. No, they would not. We would be hearing all about them saving their money and how much money they had and how much they put away, because people be bragging about that nonstop. So I don't want to hear people go, well, you don't know what they're doing. Like, no, well, we do know. They have videos upon videos upon videos upon videos talking about how they've been spending their money on cards. So if they actually were saving money, you would have to think they would tell you, oh man, I sold this card or I sold this collection. I made X amount of dollars and put that away for the family. That is not what I'm hearing at all. And I've listened to all kinds of people, all kinds of videos, and that is not the mantra that's being out there. Not at all. I hear almost the exact opposite. Well, not almost, the exact opposite is I sell these cards so I can reinvest in more cards. And I mean, yeah, so you might sell X amount of cards and you keep one card, or you go and spend that money on one more card for your collection, but then you use the rest of it to keep doing the hamster wheel thing over and over and over again. Yeah, exactly, Diego. That's exactly right. And I've told that to my son. I'm like, dude, him and I were talking about this just yesterday. And I'm like, buddy, I don't care. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings, dude. I won't be here. So you do whatever you want with my cards. I prefer you not to throw them in a fire pit and burn them, of course. But outside of trashing them, you do whatever you want with them. I think that it's worth, you to sell the cards if that's what you want. If you're not interested in the collecting, sell them by all means. Hey, what up, Jesse? Yeah, I mean, Gary, it's true. I would rather hear people talk about what money they have been able to save based on selling their cards than about how they're taking that money and buying Tatis Jr. rookie cards. Because you know what? I am so sick and tired of hearing the names Tatis, Soto, I don't even know, Trout. I'm just done hearing those names. I am done hearing those names, or whoever the hot new flavor of the month is this week, who no one's even going to know their name probably next month. Like, I'm just done and over it. Like, I could care less. But I would be interested in hearing people talk about the money they have been saving, the money they're using to better themselves and their future and their family's future. That's what I'm more interested in, not about how they're going to take that money and go buy themselves a $8,000 Hank Aaron PSA 2 because that's a heck of a good deal right now, or whatever people be trying to do to justify their ridiculous spending and overspending on overpriced cards. Yeah, let's talk about Tatis Sr. We're going to talk about Tatis. Let's talk about Tatis Sr. No kidding. But man, it is just literally, I just don't understand how there isn't more people that just get tired of hearing about it. I think there's just people, either they just don't listen to the videos and don't watch them, or they just don't want to ruffle any feathers because they're afraid they're going to hurt somebody's feelings. Or maybe, they just like them. They enjoy them. They think, it educates them on what to do with their collections and how they collect. It's like, I don't need another grown man tell me how to collect. I don't need that. I'll listen to this guy right here. This guy right here has done pretty good so far, if I do say so myself. I don't need anybody else telling me how to collect. I don't need anybody telling me how to make money. I do pretty good for myself. I'm very happy with my vocation. I'm very happy with my collection. I'm very happy with my money situation that I have with my collection, or their lack of. What I'm not happy with is so many people in here thinking they're like some kind of God's gift of stock market ball cards or whatever they're trying to turn this into. So maybe what I could do, and it's and I take some responsibility. What I could do is just unsubscribe to those people. On the ones that do. You see, you see what I did there? That do that. I could, but maybe that's the key. If I told people, if I unsubscribe to certain people, then maybe those people would unsubscribe to me. Maybe it would be like a reverse scratch my back, I'll scratch your situation. I don't know, man. I used to always get on here and complain, and I'm aware if I did that, there was like there's too many people, channels I don't like watching. But I've been, because I work from home right now, so I have a lot more downtime. So I do enjoy watching more people. I probably watch, I don't know, I'd say 30 or 40 people. I have like a couple hundred subscribers I subscribe to, I'm sure. But I probably only really watch between 30 and 40. And honestly, a lot of those people I'm watching right now are wrestling guys because those guys are normal people. They're just talking about their collection thank God. Praise Jesus. Those guys just talk about wrestling cards. They don't try to tell you about how to make money. They're not trying to tell you how much money they have, how much money they made, what they sold something for. They weren't trying to be some great oracle. They're just talking about their cards, which I know that's such a crazy thought in 2021 that you just do a video where you just talk about your cards and your love of your collection and your passion for collecting. That's so weird to hear that because now everybody wants to do a video about how to make money and how to buy now where the buy is good and sell now and all this stuff. So I've been diversifying. There's a word for you guys. My listening habits. And so when I'm not watching, my real news, not the fake news out there on YouTube, and get my real news stories that's not slanted, I'm listening to a lot of wrestling channels, and I'm still listening to my dudes, a lot of my dudes. But right now I'm watching Newsmax, so there you go. I'm sure that'll trigger some people. They'll get all butthurt and crying, which is hopefully what is the desired outcome I'm looking for. So yeah, guys. I would like for us to as a collective hobby on YouTube or collective group, start telling people we don't care about your top 25 most expensive cards or your top 25 best sells or your top 25 lowest cards that that you took a hit on or what the stock market of cards are telling you today. I wish we would start doing that. If more people did videos where we told you to shut your cake hole, we don't care, then I think maybe they would get the memo and maybe some things would change. It's probably wishful thinking, I'm sure. But that's kind of where I'm at. What up, Brad? What up, Brad? So, I don't know, dude. It's just, I'm over it, man. I'm over it. I'm just, all the fun has been sucked right out of the hobby. So yeah, I'm just kind of reflecting in my mind the ridiculousness of it all. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen, guys? I know what's gonna happen. I hope. I was like, please, Jesus, that the bubble bursts and everybody gets left holding their wigwam in their hands, just stuck there, and they lose so much money. I'm praying that happens. And you know what I'm gonna say? It serves you right. Serves you right. I hope you literally get caught with your pants down. And then that nun comes behind you with a ruler and it slaps you right on the buttocks. That's what I hope for. And that day, and then I would love to watch all those guys' videos because they're gonna all be whining. I lost so much money. I have so much money wrapped up in these cards I can't sell for peanuts anymore. I would just love it. It will bring me joy to see that. Other people's misery would bring me joy. I don't mind saying that. I don't care if that's people get all worked up about that. Seeing people lose their money because guess what? We've seen a year and a half of people talking about how to make money because they're the oracles and the God's given, mouthpieces of how to make money on this crazy hobby. I'm sorry, this crazy thing we call a business now. That I would love to hear that. I'm sure I won't get that luxury. I won't get that win. But man, if I ever did, oh my gosh, I would love it. I would love it. And I would 100% comment and go, you got exactly what you deserve. I wonder if you can put that in your pipe and smoke it. Oh, no, wait, you don't have nothing to put in your pipe and smoke it because it's all gone. Man, oh, man. That would be the day. That would be the day. You know what? A girl can dream, can't she? A girl can dream.